What a wonderful wedding, and a great start to a fantastic evening. Marriage is about discovery. I just discovered that I'm a big softie for Bette Midler. I told myself I wouldn't tear up. I doubt that's going to happen. So watch, take pictures, make fun of me. As Mark's brother, I speak on behalf of all of Mark's family in saying that how much we truly love Tara. I'm tearing up. We're thrilled to have her as part of our family. I'd like to thank both families for all your efforts and planning that have led up to this memorable day. And I'm looking forward to sharing many more times ahead with both families. Tara, thank you for making my brother so happy. Here comes the tears. Look at him. He's still wearing the same smile that he cracked on your first date. It hasn't left his face. He looks a lot better now. Since meeting you, Tara, Mark is so much more enjoyable to be with. Now when I have a favor to ask him, I wait till you're around. He dresses nicer, he opens up more, and it's great to know that he has you to help him remember to show up for his own birthday parties. It's true. We had a birthday party without Mark. Grandma Wonder says, "Don't worry, it's okay." If you've never had a front row seat in how Mark and I interact, it's fair to say that you're missing out. Sorry to put my back to you guys. The psychologists might say that we don't communicate well. Texting each other can be difficult, even comical. For example, you might get a text that says, "Thanks for your help." And I translate that, or Mark might translate it, "Thanks, jerks. Thanks, jerk. Thanks for nothing." However, we recently made a breakthrough, and we said, what if we could hang out together, but we couldn't speak? So I joined Mark in one of his favorite hobbies and purchased my own scuba gear. 30 feet under the water, and just no talking, just hanging out. We do really well when you remove the words. Including sarcasm and hand signals is nearly impossible. Growing up 2 years apart allows a few quick gestures to pretty much say, "Hey dude, giant lobster-sized crayfish, you hold the light, lift a rock on 3, and I'll grab and go." So we were gearing up for a dive in the Niagara River when Mark asked me to be his best man, and I felt completely honored. But before we could ruin the moment, we both dropped below the surface, giving me 35 minutes to just enjoy it. Brothers, of course, for all the brothers out there, we know we have a unique relationship. We scheme and collude, we consult, we advise without being asked, we interject with straight honesty, and we fight. But more so than anything else, we always have each other's back. For example, at the end of that same dive, Mark and I surfaced with this very tangled up reel that we had borrowed from Jason. Rope was everywhere, big knotted mess, and there was like 40 line of feet behind us as we exited out of the launch ramp of the boat launch. And there was a big rat's nest covering the reel. And my conscience would want me to admit that the mess was the result of the user, aka the groom. However, I was Mark's brother, so I quickly joined Mark's explanation. "Jay, the reel was junk. The line was cheap. You got royally ripped off." Diving, it carries a significant risk for every moment you're under the water. It requires you to be knowledgeable, adaptable, to think clearly under pressure, while having a vision and plan for the events ahead. You possess and excel at all these traits, Mark. Cheer up. I have complete and total faith in you to be there when I need you to be for me, below and above the water. It's been a constant in my life. I love you. Cheer up. That metaphor reminds me of the time when Mark saved my life. No, Mark, this was not the time that we took a tuna can, filled it with gasoline, poured some shotgun shells in there, and lit the fuse, and ran away. It didn't really save my life that time, it actually put me at risk. But Mark was there when I needed him most, and I was face down on this metallic surface, and it was slippery, and it was shining, and I was hanging there, and I was about to lose my grip. And his feet were hooked into the top, and he was wrenching his feet to keep himself there. And he lashed on the very tips of my fingers as I reached up and I grabbed him, and he pulled desperately. And I didn't fall, and he got me from the edge, and I looked up at him and I said, "Luke, You saved me. So maybe I wasn't going to actually die when it's real and it's scary when you're 8. Modified version of Han saving Lando in Return of the Jedi. It's one of our favorite scenes to recreate on any slide and any playground. Always dangling at the end. Still to this day. Mark being older, he always nominated himself for the role of Luke. And like always, I was his sidekick, Han Solo. He was pretty cool.